have seen simple operations. Let us see some more. Copy main method. There is a contains method to check whether specified element is available or not. Contains method contains method if specified element is available, it returns a true. If specified element is available, it returns a true. Let us go for spring. Check the output. Test is available, true. Spring is not available, getting a false. Come to the next one. Everybody, copy same. Go for M15. You can call remove method by supplying the element whichever you wanted to remove. There are several overloaded remove methods available. Earlier we have seen remove which takes integer number. Now we are supplying a remove which is taking a string object. Please check it out. You can observe the output. Remove method which is taking an object. These remove methods are returning something. Let us focus more on return values of remove methods. There are several remove methods available. Let us focus all the methods. Let me print return value of the remove method. Remove method which takes an object. Two times I am calling remove method which takes an object. Let's run the same. What you are understanding? If specified object is available, then remove is success, returning a true. If specified object not available, how it can remove? Remove operation is not success, returning false. If specified element is available, removing successfully, returning a true. If specified element is not available, remove operation not success, returning a false. This is very, very important. Come to the next one. Copy the same main method. The another remove method, everybody. Let me supply index number 1. Index number 4. Please check it out. While supplying an index number, that specified index number element is removing. Removed element is returning. XYZ is removing, same is returning. BTM is removing, same is returning. So at index number 1, whatever element is there, at index number 1, whatever element is there, that element removing, same is returning to our program. At index number 4, whatever element is there, removing, same element is returning back to our program. So here index number 1 element is removing, returning to the Java program. Remove of 4. Index number 4 element removing permanently from the array list. Same is returning to our Java program. So please observe properly. It's a simple. We are specifying index number. At index number, whichever element is there, that element is removing. Whichever is removing, same is returning. It is not available in the array list, but it is returning to our program. Whichever element is removing, same is returning. That is not available in the array list, final array list without BTM. It's very simple. Come to the next one. Completely mathematics type. Listed out clear. Please check it out. Clear method removes every element from the array list. Removing every element from the array list. It's a simple, very simple. Come to the next one. I think everybody knows protected access level. Inside an array list, there is a remove range method which is a protected. Try using that method. It is a protected. So find out how to use protected methods. Everybody, I'll give 5 minutes time. Try usage of protected methods. Remove range is a protected method. Remove range is a protected method. Try using that method. So please observe. Protected members we cannot use directly in another package. Protected members we cannot use directly in another package. You have to make a subclass. So first and foremost one, make a subclass. Through subclass reference, we can able to access. Through subclass reference, we can able to access. Remove range. Range of elements can be removed. 0th index, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1 is a inclusive, 4 is a exclusive. Remove range method we cannot use in our packages directly. Why? Because it is a protected in the java.util package. It is a protected in the java.util package. You need to develop a subclass 2. Subclass 2 array list. Then protected member inheriting to the subclass. Use subclass reference. Use subclass reference to access inherited method. Now list is a M19. List is a M19. In the array list class, remove range is a protected that cannot be used directly in our packages. You have to go for import and you have to use subclass. Range of elements are removing. Now, first argument 1 is a inclusive, second argument 4 is a exclusive. One is a inclusive, 4 is a exclusive. One is inclusive, 4 is a exclusive. Observe. Remove range method, protected method in the array list class. In the array list class, remove range is a protected. Array list class is in the java.util package. Array list class is in the java.util package. You can able to use remove range in the util package. You cannot use remove range directly in outside. We are using in the app1 package. Inside app1 package, remove range cannot be used directly. So for that purpose, you need to develop a subclass. Develop a subclass. If you are developing a subclass, remove range method will be inherited to subclass. You need to use subclass reference variable to access. Here subclass to array list is a M19, creating an object to M19, giving a call to remove range. We supplied 1, 4. We have supplied 1, 4. 1 is a inclusive, 4 is a exclusive. 1 index, that is XYZ, remove. 4 index. 4 index is Java. Index number 4 is a Java, it is exclusive. Java is not removed. First index is inclusive for the remove operation. Second index is exclusive for the remove operation. Hope everybody understood. Come to the next one. Create an object to array list, not the M19. Create an object to array list. Let me go for the name as a list 1. I'll develop the new list. List 2. I'm supplying directly list 1 to the constructor of list 2. Now try printing list 1. List 2. List 1 dot add of 90. List 2 dot add of 190. It's a good example. Please go through completely. Very simple, guys. You can develop any array list by making use of an existing array list. List 2 generating with all the elements of list 1. List 2 generating with all the elements of list 1. Afterwards, list 1 and list 2 both are independent. Whatever elements adding to list 1, those are not belonging to list 2. Whatever elements adding to list 2, those are not belonging to list 1. You can create a new array list with the elements of an existing array list. How we are creating array list? List 2 we are creating by supplying a list 1 to the constructor. By supplying list 1 to the constructor, all the elements of list 1 copying into list 2. Afterwards, list 1 and list 2 both are disjoint. Check it out. Initially, list 1 and list 2 both are having a same content. Afterwards, I added 90 to list 1, 190 to the list 2. 90 to the list 1, 190 to the list 2. 90 to the list 1, 190 to the list 2. Ninety to the list 1, 190 to the list 2. But 90 available in the list 1 only, not belonging to list 2. Even 190 also available in the list 2 only, not belonging to list 1. We can create a new array list by using existing array list elements. Hope everybody understood. Come to the next one. Twenty-one. I'm not supplying list 1 to the list 2. Both are independent now, different. List 2 getting added with all the elements of list 1. There is a add all method. Add all method. Use the same add all method in order to add every element of list 1 to the list 2. Guys, initially list 1 containing some strings. Later we added 90 also to the list 1. List 1 containing from ABC to BTM and also 90. List 2 started with 190. Then inside a list 2, we added every element of list 1. Add all method, it adds every element of one container into another container. Whatever elements are there in the list 1, all are copying into list 2. But list 2 started already with a 190. After 190, you will be having all the elements of list 1 inside a list 2. You can see. Add all. One container elements adding into another container by using add all method. Copy the same. You can specify in which location all list 1 elements should be added to the list 2. Let's have a few more elements in the list 2. I'm adding few more elements in the list 2. Then inside a list 2, where it should be added. Index number, let me go for 2. 2 comma. Let me add some more elements into list 2. Please check it out. One array list elements inserting in another array list from a specified location onwards. One array list elements inserting in another array list from a specified location onwards. From one array list to another array list, inserting elements of one array list in another array list from a specified element. Just to check it out, where list 1 elements added in the list 2 from index number 1 onwards, index number 2 onwards. From index number 2 onwards. From index number 2 onwards, list 2 elements added. So something like a inserting one array list elements into another array list. Inserting one array list elements into another array list. Also, print both list 1 and list 2. So before add all, please check this output. You can easily understand. So I think everybody understood this. Inserting list 1 elements in the list 2 from index number 2 onwards. From the index number 2 onwards. Let's move to another program. So try printing both. List 1 dot remove all. Now try printing both. Understand the importance of remove all. List 1 dot remove all of list 2. Whichever elements of list 2 available in the list 1, those elements are removing from the list 1. Hello is available in the list 1. remove that. Test is available in the list 1, remove that. Spring is not available in the list 1, that cannot be removed from the list 1. Whichever elements of list 2 available in the list 1, those should be removed. Whichever elements of list 1, whichever elements of list 2 available in the list 1, those elements should be removed from the list 1. You can see here the final output of list 1 does not have hello and test. Whichever elements of list 2 available in the list 1, those elements should be removed from the list 1. This type of operations, if you want to perform through array, more complex. Definitely, beginner will be finding a difficulty. Remove all elements of list 2, that is available elements of list 2 should be removed from the list 1. Come to the next one. In place of remove all, there is another method, retain all. Please check this one. Elements of list 2, whichever available in the list 1, those should be retained. Those should be retained, others should be removed. So inside a list 1, now only hello and test will be remaining or removing. Check it out. The last test 1. The last test 1 containing only hello and test. Elements of list 2, whichever available in the list 1, those elements should be kept as it is. Other elements should be removed. So we have seen different ways of adding, different ways of inserting, different ways of removing as well. Update also. Now let us see the very important one, sorting. How we can sort elements of array list. This is very important. In throughout collection API, mainly two things only. Throughout collection API, one is sorting, second one is avoiding duplicates. First one is sorting, second one is avoiding duplicates. Sorting is very important, guys. Everybody list dot add off. Initial content of the array list, collections dot sort. Then final array list. So you need to import the collections. Initial content and final content you can see. The default sorting is ascending order. In order to sort array list content, use collections.sort. Collections is one of the utility class. Use collections class sort method. Collections class sort method. The default sorting is ascending order. Copy the main method. (26) If you want to sort in the reverse order, like a descending order, if you want to sort in the descending order, import comparator. In the comparator, there is a reverse order method. You will be knowing more about comparator later. If you are looking for sorting in the reverse order, use sort method with a list comma comparator dot reverse order. Comparator dot reverse order. Descending purpose. See here, we are not developing anything. We are using whatever is available in the array list class, whatever is available in the collections class. They provided suitable methods for various requirements. How to add, there is a method. How to remove, there is a method. Read, insert, several methods. For sort also, there is a method. In case of sort, there are three conditions to be followed. Let us see what are the three conditions. For the sorting purpose, you need to follow three conditions. Let me go for natural sort ascending. multiple elements. We are attempting to sort in the ascending order. Thank you. We are sorting in the ascending order. Sorting in the ascending order. Whenever you are achieving a sorting, all elements should be same data type. Please note down, if any one element is a different, you cannot do the sorting. This is the first condition to be followed. All elements should be same data type. All elements should be same data type. Every element should be same data type. Every element should be same data type. If any one element is a different type, you will be getting an exception. This gives an exception. All elements should be same data type. If any one element is different type, you will be getting an exception. This is the first condition. Whenever you are achieving sort, attempting to sort, all elements should be same type. All can be a double, all can be int, all can be a string, all can be person. If any one is different, you will be getting a class cast exception. This is the first condition to be followed while achieving sorting. Let us see second condition. No element can be a null. The second condition is no element can be a null. No element can be a null. If any one element is a null, you will be getting a null pointer exception. If null elements are there, then you should not attempt to sort. If null element is there, you should not attempt to sort. Null pointer exception if any one null is there. So while attempting to sort, first condition, all elements should be same type. If all elements are same type, then only you can able to compare. How you can compare from one element to another element if both are different type? Sorting internally comparison. Sorting internally comparison. That comparison cannot be possible if elements are different type. Second condition, null. You cannot evaluate null element with the other elements. Internally, one method is calling. Inside a null, while calling a method, you will be getting a null pointer exception. To address this, don't supply null. Second condition is don't supply any null. If null is there, don't attempt sorting. There is a third condition that you cannot understand now itself. If you wanted, you can note down. The third condition is all elements should be comparable. All elements should be a type of comparable. All elements should be type of comparable, or All elements should be type of comparable. All elements should be type of comparable, or a separate comparator object. A separate comparator object should be supplied. A separate comparator object should be supplied. All elements should be comparable, or a separate comparator object should be supplied. So the meaning of this third point you will come to know later. As of now, all elements are comparable type. That is why sorting is happening. All elements are comparable type. That is why sorting is happening. Sort is very important. So you will be knowing more about sort in the down the line. If you practice more and more, you will be getting very clear. So try practicing very well.